Yo, boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing the good old fast H-bow, and this is a perfect explanation of the actually insane solo shovels that I get, and the reason that it's almost impossible to push in solo shuffle. It's the same thing in arena. At least arena is like at least solo shuffle. It's it's fast games or it's long games, but it's like you gain if you win and you win a lot, you gain a lot of rating. In arena, you can win like 4 in a row and you'll gain like 30 rating. It's actually insane. So like, I despise arena in every way, shape, and form. But yeah. So this is pretty much the perfect example. Now the Windwalker, the Arcane Mage, and the Resident in this lobby are pretty much what you'd expect in a 12 hundo lobby. Uh, so any good Windwalker or any Windwalker in general knows one thing: when I face a Resto Druid or when I face double caster, all I have to do is wait for my stun the Druid, and go Druid. Every 60-second crit, I go Druid with the stun, and I just full send them, and we get his trinket, or my teammate helps me, and we get his trinket. The one way that you beat a Resto Druid almost every single time is by going the Resto Druid. You'll never out heal a Resto Druid as any other class but a Resto Druid. It's not happening. Maybe like a Resto Shaman can keep up or a Mistweaver, but usually it's not going to happen. Usually a Resto Druid is going to out heal every other healer to the max. Um, so what you're gonna do is every time you face an Resto Druid, whether it doesn't matter what class you're playing, whether it's a damp class or not, go the Resto Druid whenever he's out. So like as you can see, the Resto Druid's AFK out in the middle, which is the worst position he can possibly be in because he's not by a pillar. Now he's on a pillar, but uh, all they have to do right here is go the Druid. This is all we have to do. If we just go Druid, automatically we have a 99%. We have like a 90% chance of winning because right now we have 0%. There is no win chance that we can win. My arcane mage is doing 40k DPS. My Windwalker hasn't even played the game yet. These guys are literally AFK on my team, and everyone's at 100%. The one way they beat these guys is by literally going Druid. Now, if they pop their burst damage on the Druid, Resto Druid while he's stunned, when he doesn't have a trinket, the mage is not going to be able to sheep. Especially if the other mage can outplay him and kick him while he's trying to sheep. So they're going to get in between that time. They're going to get time to literally just full send. I end up sacking into the Cyclone, which is super unlucky, but whatever. So we have Serenity up. Look out! Look at the rest of it right here. Automatically almost dead. Almost died in 3 globals. Isn't that just disgusting? He's still almost dying. He has every CD on him other than Ironbark, and he's almost dying through. And that's just the Windwalker. That's not even the mage on him. So this is all you have to do to beat a Resto Druid. You go the Resto Druid. Every stun, go Resto Druid, and you have a 90% chance of winning the game because you're never gonna beat a Resto Druid unless they're really bad out of LOS. If you really want to know how to gain rating versus if you're having trouble facing a Resto Druid, tell your teammates, listen, if the Resto Druid's off LOS, go with the Resto Druid because he can't run anywhere. Because especially if you're playing with a caster, you're just able to hit him. So like as you can see here, we almost killed the mage, but it's not gonna happen. We're dead here. I have 0 cooldowns. We have 0 cooldowns left. I'm not gonna be able to heal him anymore. We're literally doing negative damage to anything. We're going to Boomy for some reason and not the rest of the Druid. Um, again, this is what you'd expect 2300 players because this is a 2300 lobby. So you'd expect them to at least know this. But again, as a DPS, getting 2300 with if you have the MMR boost is literally the freest thing in life. It literally takes 0 skill because you'll get to like 2200 with no prob even if you're negative. That's how easy it is. But again, it is what it is. We end up losing. I have no healing left, and I'm annoyed at this point. I'm like, bro, how does a Windwalker not know to like my mage is doing negative damage, literally 0 damage, and he's free casting versus 2 casters. All he has to do is get rid of 1 kick, and he literally doesn't have to do anything. And then my Windwalker's AFK blindly just running after a caster without just sitting on the Druid. So we had no percentage of a chance of winning there. Zero. There was a percentage of maybe 5%, and if we killed the Druid randomly, we probably would have won. So here I tell him right here. Only way we beat a Druid is going Druid. Let's see. Go Resto Druid. If he's out of the LOS. So this is watch what happens this game. So I give them the information. I'm like, okay, maybe if I tell them to go the Resto Druid, we might just win. Because the only way we're gonna be able to win, like I'm literally free casting. This guy hasn't. He doesn't even bother to kick me. The mage is dead to hair. That's the one thing I hate playing with F mages. They do a lot of damage now. They die in 2 globals. So Yeah, it's the most stupid thing in life. I hate playing with fire mages. They do a lot of damage, but I mean they just take too much damage. And as my windwalker, he hasn't got to play the game yet. I don't know what he's doing or where he's even at. But I have no idea. This is what I mean. So he gets outplayed with this trinket. He literally just trinkets like a bot. Like his first cooldown that he uses is trinket. That's what bad windwalkers do. Not to throw any shade, but again, this is a 2300 lobby. You're expected to know what 1, 2, 3 is. This player obviously does not. And, again, he can one-shot the rest of the druid in literally 2 seconds. Two globals. That's all he needs to kill a druid in a stun. That's it. That's all we need. 2 seconds is all we need. So here, and you guys will see what I mean here in a second. Watch when we start going Druid, you'll see exactly what I mean. Because here, it looks like a GG. It looks like, bro, we are doing negative damage. It's literally a 2v3. I mean, thank God their arcane mage is literally, he hasn't clicked a single button and has no idea what's going on in the game. So, at least there's that. So I literally tell him, go rest Druid. We swapped to the rest Druid. He's already 60%, just without, the Windwalker hasn't even touched him yet. So the rest Druid got the 40%. Look at this. So we swap rest Druid, I Hodge him, he's gonna trinket and wow. So we swap rest Druid, I stun him, instantly get every CD in the game, other than Iron Bark, which he doesn't even have. So now all we have to do is wait until either the stuns off DR or whenever he comes out of LOS. That way we can both hit him and just do damage to him. Again, this is how you beat a rest Druid, especially at low rated. If you want to, if you know the because low rated rest druids have no idea what to do. So if you focus them, they literally just sit bare form and die, or they don't even bare form and they try to heal through it. Look at this. So here we full stun, and goodbye. I bubble, Hodge, goodbye. Dies through Iron Bark at 40%. Again, this is all it takes. Mage didn't even have bust there, so ain't that crazy? I'm even telling these guys, ain't that crazy? Now watch, you'll see again. Every game that we won of this was every game we killed the Resident Druid. I'm pretty sure 90, like every game but one maybe. Which I should never beat a Resident Druid at all. This is a great comp for Resident Druid, especially if it's a good Resident Druid. Thankfully, these two DPSs had no idea what was going on in the game and had zero awareness and had to be told how to play their class. But you know, thankfully, because imagine I just played. I literally went 0-6 and 1-5, like 2 games in a row. I was like literally 15 and 15 at like literally I'm low rated. I'm like 1900. I just started playing solo shuffle tonight, but it obviously doesn't take me long because I buffed MMR because I played at 2200 like last season or something. Because every time I get banned, I just swap to this character. But uh yeah, it's actually just dumb. Now I think Arcane Mage isn't even that good of a class anymore, but at the same time, it's still good enough to where it's like its burst is insane if you actually know how to play. Like if you don't just literally rely on your burst to do everything for you, and you don't know how to fake casting, like the only way you get your burst off as an Arcane Mage is literally by precog and then do it. Otherwise, you're never getting it off. So here I try to bait kick, so I can get or bait his beam out, so I don't have to deal with it. Or I think I was baiting kick because I knew the Windwalker would reach me before then. So I ended up trying to bait kick. I don't even think he had it, or maybe he did. He just didn't use it, or if he just whatever. So here I denounce and I Searing Glare the Windwalker. He runs behind LS. My main goal is literally Searing Glaring this Windwalker off CD non-stop. So here I Searing Glare him again. I'm catching up to the Windwalker's dam. This is how like clueless and this is how a 2300 Windwalker is. That's how easy it is to get rating as a Windwalker with rating, or really any melee. So here he ends up getting Iron Barked and he dampened harms. I'm not going to bubble here because there's no point. This guy's altar up. He should be fine. I'm going to heal him a little bit and then I'm going to swap. Here Windwalker has no idea what's going on in the game. And here this game looked like it was going bad. So here I Hodge the Druid. I'm going to rep the Druid now. So huge rep. He ends up breaking the rep, which is okay. It's fine. Whatever. It was actually fine. So here I bop the mage. He has altar up. It was probably a bad bop since he had altar, but who knows if he would altar back. So here I think I just bubble. We'll see. No, I end up holding, and the druid just dies. Again, this is what happens when you literally just sit on a druid. He not literally died without even being stunned. That's all it takes. Easy. Windwalker was doing literally 0 damage. Fire Mage carried, and we just won. Imagine if there was 2 DPS that, imagine if you're playing with 2 melee. You literally kill Rest Druid and literally 2 globals. So this is like literally the most damp comp you can play. Like these are all damp. This is super damp. This is not like Ret Warrior. This is not like Frost DK or DKs. This is not like, this is not any other melee class like a DH or anything else. So imagine if you're playing something that's actually bursty. Like Resident would die in like two globals every single time you go him. That's how easy it is to kill these classes. But people just don't know. They're too scared. They're too scared to just go Druid. They're like, oh nope, can't go healer. Like, it doesn't matter if you have CDs or not. A Druid will die, like, almost 100% of the time, even without CD. As long as two people are on him, they're not going to be able to peel both of you. Or you'll just get trinkets and stuff. They'll get scared. You'll get them down to, like, 40% every time. So here, I'm sitting here, getting my Aura Mastery off so I can free cast my Denounce, because obviously, this guy's Serenitying, so it's the only time he's able to do damage. I could have bopped Karma here. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's worth to just sack. Because if I bop him while Serenity's up, he's going to get a reset on his 50% crit, or I think it's 100%. I don't know which one it is. Um, and it's really bad for us. So again, they're not doing the same thing. All they need to do to win this game is go me. So every time I'm sitting out in the open here, they need to just swap me. That's what you do versus healers. Unless you're facing like non-casters. If you're facing non-casters, then you don't have to because you're keeping 100% uptime. Um, but again, these people just don't know this. And you would expect this would be like a 1600 game. Like there's no way this is actually like a 2300 lobby. There's no way. Well, this is like the basic logic of like math. Um, this is like the hell. This is like history. This is a history. Everybody knows a Resident dies in like 3 globals as long as you actually just go him. So here, Arcane Mage is literally, I don't know how it's even possible that I've never seen. He's literally spamming Arcane Blast, so that tells you enough. Um, Again, this is like 1200 lobby. There's no way. My MMR says fake news. There's no way. It's not possible. Like the player here, I get a full. I line the kick so he can't kick me, and he doesn't have blink. So I completely outplay like huge. And obviously I have an OG name because obviously I make the best names in the game. But here I denounce the mage, so if he busts or if he gets any bust procs, or in general, he's not gonna do any critting with his and just zero. It's like the best power versus a fire mage is denounce because it cancels all their crit, and fire mage is all about crit. So here I dispel the sheep. He gets cyclones, whatever. He had kick up, but why would he ever click that? Here I bob him because it's like, okay, we're gonna be in trouble. We're literally doing negative damage, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to heal this much longer. I'm running out of CDs to use, and we're in a problem here. So even though we're facing a Windwalker that literally hasn't been able to play the game, or actually, well, he has been able to play the game. He just has no idea how to play the game. So here I precog fake cast him because I know he's gonna kick me. I try to go for the rep anyway, but obviously it's not even worth at that point because it's too late. Here I trinket the sheep because I need to really just bubble any CC and just heal this guy. So here I pre-bop the sheep. So, and this guy doesn't know how to purge, or I mean, spell steal, so thank God he didn't. So we get a full bump off, which is really the only reason we win. I told him we have to win right now. He's gonna have crit up, and it's gonna be GG. I have nothing left at this point. It's pretty much over. I mean, my mage is doing no damage, and I think we lose here. Maybe I keep him up enough. We'll see. I don't think though. I think he dies here. I literally, it's too high damp, and I'm an HPL. So here I just bubble any CC. I'm trying to top him off. Here I use flash of light just because I got the proc. Here I'm keeping him up as much as I can. I'm literally just doing as much as I'm just doing whatever I can. I get kicked and we lose the game. One kick from 50% is not a loss as an HPL, so unlucky. But yeah, the Arcane is basically just a bot, so there's nothing we can do about it. The thing is, when I say an Arcane's bot, he's not being focused until the end of the game, and he's a ×3 caster, so you're facing a melee that hasn't been able to play, like, he's literally, even if he plays good, he's not going to be able to have as much uptime as a caster would, and he's still having, like, it's just mind-boggling. So here, again, now I had the Fire Mage, I have the Boomy, we most likely are going to win this. As long as I don't have the Arcane on my team, and as long as I don't have the Windwalker. Now, the thing is, if I have the Windwalker, a good Windwalker on my team versus the rest of the dude, we should win every single time. Because watch, you'll see here at the end of the map exactly what happens when a Windwalker sits on a Druid. And you guys might think I'm crazy, but no, you'll see exactly what happens. Every time a Windwalker or any class that bursts on a Druid while they're stunned, it happens every single time, and you have to use CDs on it, or you're just gonna die. So here, look at the Windwalker actually clicks buttons, and he's doing 100k a second. Almost one-shots my mage, but obviously it's a mage, so he's gonna take triple the damage of any other class in the game. Thankfully, he didn't get cauterized, and I basically just used land hands early. The reason you use land hands early usually is because land hands is such a useless cooldown once dampening comes in. So usually you want to use your land hands pretty early. Depending on if you like, you don't want to land hand somebody while people are bursting usually, unless you have like sack up or something off of it. Because like land hands, they'll just cut right through that guy's HP again. So like, let's say I land hands him and he still has Serenity up, I have to use sack on top of my land hands. Otherwise, literally, he's gonna literally two kick him again, and he's gonna die. And my land hands was just worthless. So here he gets kicked, and he's gonna cycle me. Good thing my mage auto kicks him. I don't even know how he kicked him that quick. He probably just. Thankfully, he started swapping him while he was trying to stun me. I sent full Hodge him here, so here we get a really good Hodge. Here we got some damage going out. Here I rep the Windwalker off the Druid here. It sets an entire full rep, which is insanely good for us. Here I pre-searing away the mage into an announce. So here we're literally just denouncing the Windwalker, never letting him get crits off, and that's like the best thing for us. So here they're bringing the Windwalker has no idea what's going on, so he pulls out a middle, and again nobody's even thought about focusing me, so they automatically will lose this match. As long as we just keep going Druid, we'll win this match. That's how we win the game here. It's by going Druid. Because you won't beat a Druid unless he's completely tapped. It's never happening unless you're having like double melee and they just happen to do like 150k a second and they just die, and then you just happen to just two shot every teammate, and usually that does happen, but most likely it's not. So here we end up almost killing the Windwalker. I could have bopped the Karma, but I was like, no, I'm not trying to get one shot. I'd rather just bubble here and play it safe, because obviously it's already 50% dampening. I'm gonna have to use a lot of mana just to keep myself up, and we end up killing the mage. So the Druid was, or the I don't even know if the mage blocked. So thankfully he just died, and we end up winning the game. Obviously, if you look at the damage breakdown, yeah, that's yeah, and you'll see at the last match here that I'm not crazy about this. Watch this. This is the most disgusting burst damage a class can give. Right here, all we have to do is go Druid. This is our win condition here. So it's like, okay, well, all we have to do, go Druid, win the game. I Hodge off his stun. He's probably not going to trinket because he's going to try to trank off the stun. Because usually you're going to live the Windwalker stun at like 30%. And then but if you're facing a Windwalker, you can't do that because they're just going to rop your trank and then you're going to get one-shotted. Because by the time you use your Iron Bark, you're going to be 30%, you're going to die through it. So this Druid was also like not good at all, but he did play pretty well. Like he played well at the end and like pretty okay for a 2300 Druid. So here we win the dies in 3 seconds. But let me know what you guys think. Was I being a little bit too toxic, or was I correct? This is a 2300 lobby. It's not like we're playing at 1800 or 2K. It's a 2300 lobby. This is almost rank 1 player. Rank 1's like 26, 2700, so we're almost there. But let me know how you guys think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, peace.